Hi, welcome to the video, and today we are going to talk about Hoge Finance, one of my riskiest investments yet. Please note I am not a financial advisor. This is just a crypto that I like because number one, it's very, very young. So you have a lot of potential to make a lot of money if you're in it early. But on the flip side, it's also very young. It's an altcoin, so you could very, very easily lose all of your money as well. But today I'm going to tell you why I like it, what makes it different from other meme coins, and also some of the worries I have so you can get the full picture. But I'm no expert. This is definitely something I'm investing in because I believe in the power of memes. After seeing what happened to Doge, I actually don't think Doge is a joke anymore. I think Elon is very, very serious about Doge. And with Doge's current market cap, it's just not a joke. It's been a joke until it's not. Because at this evaluation, what it's worth right now, you have to take it seriously. People are already starting to transact with it. And the moment people use it for transactions, it becomes useful. It's not just a meme anymore. Now, what I like about Hoge Finance is that it doubles down on what made Hoge so popular. It's trying to create a new meme, and it doesn't lie about it. It doesn't hide the fact. It's very transparent that we are going to ride the coattails of Doge. We are going to be the coin that people who FOMO Doge because they couldn't get in very early, now we have Hoge Finance as an option, and we can see on their main page, memes, deflationary, auto staking, and community. So this is one thing that makes Hoge Finance very special, is that they are deflationary, whereas Doge right now is not. There can be as many Doge as you can mine for now. But yeah, let's take a look at their website. Here are the different exchanges you can get it on. I actually hold all my Hoge in big one. Here, I'll just show you how much I have. I have exactly 17 million Hoge coins. And yeah, that's absurd. I mean, that's a lot of coins. And you can see that's only worth about $8,000. Right now, the current price of Hoge is 0.0004. Let's look at it. Hoge Finance. Yes, 0.00047. My cost basis is just about 0.0003. Or actually, I bought in at 2.0025. I bought in some more at 0.35. So I bought in at a pretty nice dip, and yeah, there's just a lot of room to grow. You can see this coin is very, very young. It just started March of this year, and that's kind of number one. It's another one of its major selling points is because, like most coins, every coin is going to be a gamble, especially all of these altcoins. But to increase your chances of quote unquote winning or making a lot of money, you just have to get in early. And I still think we aren't in a bubble quite yet. I think a lot of these coins will be pumped up a lot more just based on hype, just based on FOMO. And this is a very young coin. So, but let's go back to their website. And this is actually the big catalyst that's happening. And that's why I want to bring this coin to your attention now. This is a way, this money I'm putting here, about $8,000 into this coin. You put your money into this, you are gambling. But I kind of like my odds. I think the odds of this going up are much higher than the roulette table, let's say, or even blackjack, just because this is what's hot right now. And you know, you could joke about AMC or GameStop or Doge, and like people just don't give a hoot about fundamentals or like the company, whether or not they'll succeed. But like I keep saying, memes are a real thing. What sentiment really drives the market right now? Emotions drive the market. And if you could grab the pulse of that, and you're aware that this is how the market's working, and you also have a good exit plan, then you could still make a lot of money. This is not classic smart trading. This is meme trading. This is a new breed of trading that's born right now. And Hoge is part of that quote unquote movement, I think, or it's part of that problem, depending on where you stand. But yeah, look at this. It's just fireworks, and they're getting hosted on Gate.io. This is a much bigger exchange than these other ones. I mean, these are fairly well known, but the more exchanges you're added on, the more people will know about this coin, the more people will buy it, and the more it'll get pumped up. And yeah, so this is a great thing about a young coin too. It's not even on these exchanges. So Gate.io, it's still not one of the biggest ones. So imagine if Hoge were to get on the really, really big exchanges, then most likely this coin will continue to be pumped up. But now let's actually look at how this coin works, or their tokenomics. So they have something called a smart burn system, where there's a 2% tax on all transactions to prevent price manipulation and encourage holding. So what this is saying is that actually every time you trade, so every time a transaction takes place, 2% of that transaction is distributed and removed or burned from the total supply. And burning is, what we call when we get rid of any amount of coin for any cryptocurrency. This increases the scarcity of every Hoge coin in circulation. What this means is that every time Hoge is used, the value of the remaining Hoge tokens in circulation is increased by simultaneously decreasing the supply deflation while also distributing Hoge to everyone using the token. As a result of this, every single Hoge holder has an incentive to spread the use of Hoge as much as possible. As more transactions take place on the network, the individual net worth of all who own a piece of the network increase as well. So basically, the more people that hold it, the more people that use it, the more it goes up. So when we are trading something like Bitcoin, the value goes up because there's a finite amount, but Bitcoin doesn't automatically get burned when you use it. The value just goes up because demand increases and supply is fixed. In Hoge's case, demand increases because supply is fixed, but actually supply is actually burned. So in theory, what Hoge Finance is saying is that it will increase demand even more. I don't know if it's like the perfect incentive to spread the use of it, just because if I am going to use it and then I'm going to be essentially taxed a fee, that's not something that I would necessarily, it doesn't seem like a great replacement for currency, but I can definitely see how forcing its supply to be more and more limited as time goes on could definitely hypothetically increase the value a lot. So just looking through the website, what I also like is I like the art. And I think the art is a really big deal because we all love that Shiba Inu Doge like face. I don't know if Doge would be as popular if it weren't for that cute little dog. I think there's some other coins where I don't like the art. I think it's sloppy or it's just not aesthetic. But Hoge, this dude kind of looks like he knows what's up. He kind of looks cool, but also like he's aware of a little bit how tough he's trying to act. He just seems a little bit, he's self-aware. Look how swole he is. You can't not be self-aware if you're this swole. A little summary. They like to tout that they're open, that there's an audit, locked liquidity, and how to buy. These are the different exchanges, and it uses the Ethereum network. So Ethereum is proof of stake. It's a lot more energy efficient than the Bitcoin blockchain. So that's another benefit. That's also why recently Elon Musk, kind of talked down Bitcoin. That's like his main worry. So if you invest in Hoge, you don't really have this worry. So here is a roadmap. And I'm not going to go over all this. I like how there's like some games here. You can read the white paper. And let's look at their Twitter. They're also advertising that the Gate.io event is happening, and this is May 22nd. So if you want to buy into Hoge, I would recommend get into it pretty ASAP. Yeah, that's like the main thing. So here are some older Reddit posts. Is this a potential 100x coin? Maybe. I think it's a possibility. That's why I'm putting a tangible amount of money in. I also think it's possible it could go to zero, but I think it's going to go up a significant amount before it crashes down, just like most altcoins. But you have to be ready that a majority of these altcoins that are living right now, maybe not in a year, maybe not in 2 years, but in 5 to 10 years, a lot of them are going to be gone. And that's just the reality, not just for crypto, but for companies, for most things as well. Most things can't last that long. Is Hoge the next Doge? One is talking about pump and dump. The news and hype from Doge can easily be moved to Hoge. And because Doge right now has an infinite amount of circulation, its future is realistically unknown to a high extent. Yeah, I think that's true. But I also want to note that I know there are people pushing Doge to actually also limit its circulation. And Elon's also working with Doge. I don't know if Elon would work with Hoge. So that's basically it. One thing the one thing I do have a problem with Hoge, or not a problem, it's just like the thing I like about it is its community. But the thing that worries me also is its community. There are some posts where they also pride themselves in being a very diverse and inclusive group of investors. That's also what Doge says, and that's great. I support that if that's true, but I'm just very wary of any company or institution, or especially crypto, that tries to play on identity politics, because I'm scared that it's just not genuine. When you start talking about diversity and inclusion and you're an altcoin, how much good are you actually going to do? That kind of rhetoric, it turns me off a little bit, but it's just me because I'm very skeptical and jaded with a lot of these companies trying to be some kind of social justice theme, when, like, let's be real, let's be honest with ourselves. If 99% of you, if you're investing in a crypto like Hoge, you're trying to make money. Let's not kid ourselves that this is anything else. Let's not try to say this is some kind of elaborate movement. That's true for some of it. That's definitely an aspect. This whole DeFi, crypto, what's the word? I suddenly forgot the word. Decentralized finance, taking power away from the banks, taking power away from the institutions. I love that. But the reason I love that is because I think it's good for us. I think it's financially better for us. I think it's better for power to not be so centralized. It's not so much a moral question for me personally. This is just about pragmatism. This is going to ultimately save more money. This is potentially going to be more secure. We can transact directly with our neighbors. We don't need to go through a third party that's potentially taking our information or taking exorbitant fees or holding too much pressure. This is just good for the world, and that's enough. I don't need to push another agenda, at least not yet, not right now. But yeah, that's Hoge Finance, I guess, to end it off. Let's just look at this graph, and I'll do some really basic DD, and I'll give you a very unprofessional view of a potential buying opportunity. So let's look at the recent 3 months. So if we look at the all graph, it hit highs of 8.9. And I remember when it hit highs of 0.000.9. 0.0009, and it recently hit highs of 0.0008. So I actually have a sell order at 0.0008, and I'm not paper handing, but I am day trading this because this is already my YOLO account. So I'm going to sell at 0.008, at least about 10% to half my holdings, and then I'm going to try to buy back in when it likely dips again. And if it never dips again, then that's totally my loss. I don't recommend day trading stocks or cryptos in general, just because you can't predict the future. So if you believe in this crypto, just hold it and don't waste your time, energy, and day trading. That's just tiring. But this is just for fun. And I think if it hits 0.008 again, 0.008 again, it will likely drop. If you want to buy, I think right now is a good time to buy. It's still, in relative lows. I would say 0.0043. There's some support there. And you could see even recently, each low is a little bit higher than before. This is kind of meaningless right now because there's so much uncertainty in the air. and there's so many paper hands in the market right now, so many newbie investors. So don't think that we can do some kind of technical analysis and it holds that much weight, because it would just take one whale to sell and the whole thing would drop. But also, it could also run away. It's really hard to say, especially since this altcoin is so young. So I think 0.0004 is a good buying point. You will probably be okay. You could also wait for a more severe dip, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So that would be my advice. That's it. This is my most YOLO-y play. Let me know what you think of Hoge, if you're going in or not. Remember, May 22nd is when it's getting added to gate.io. So that's a big catalyst. So if you want to get in, I would recommend you get in the next 2 days. Please follow and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I'm going to be looking at crypto a lot more because it's just very, very interesting to me, and I'm also more heavily invested. I'm also going to continue to just track the news and give updates on companies I'm following, especially in the EV market. Also options. I want to teach and share my knowledge on options because I think you can make money. I just want to teach people or share with people what I'm learning and how I'm making my income, especially passive income, because I'm trying to just be free. I think this channel ultimately is about learning and getting the resources that you have the power to be free and do what you want and pursue the things you want to do. Ultimately, it's not about making money. It's just about freedom, I think. But yeah, this is Green Knight Trading, where squares become knights. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you. Please follow if this was helpful, and I'll see you soon.